Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be filming a Taylor Swift hair tutorial. And I'm actually going to be using hair extensions. Now, you don't need hair extensions to film this tutorial. I'm just using them because I think it looks a little bit better with hair extensions. I've actually just had my hair cut, and those of you who watch me on a regular basis will know that I've had a few inches off. It's usually quite a lot shorter than this, but my hair is naturally pretty much straight with a little bit of wave in it. So I'm using hair extensions. The hair extensions that I'm actually going to use in this video are from Head Candy. Now, I have previously filmed a video on how to clip in hair extensions, and that actually goes into quite a lot of detail. So if you want to know how I'm actually going to clip them in, because I'm not going to show you in this video, then you can go to my other video and I'll put a link here. In that video I'm actually using different hair extensions to these ones. My other pair of hair extensions are from Rapunzel, and I know I'm going to get asked a ton of questions about the difference between Head Candy ones and the Rapunzel ones, which I was using before. Now, the first difference is that the Rapunzel ones are cheaper. I think they're about £20 cheaper than these ones, but these ones you do get a lot more hair in. You don't necessarily need to use all of the hair that you get here in one go, because it is actually quite a lot, but you do get more. And another difference is that the Head Candy variety actually do a better selection for people who have highlights. So my hair obviously isn't all one colour. I have foil highlights put into it, so this at the moment is a better colour match for me. My hair changes throughout the year with the sun and stuff, but at the moment this colour matches me better. So these are the ones that I'm going to be using, and they are real human hair, as creepy as that sounds to some people, but that's just what they look like. As you can see, they are the same colour as my hair. So I'm just going to put these in and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I have now clipped in my Head Candy hair extensions. As you can see, that's how long they are now. If I move the camera down, you'll be able to see. I've actually used the whole set, so I have a lot of hair to get through with the curling, so yeah, I know I'm going to get another load of questions as well if you guys are curious. The colour that I have is the Paparazzi Highlights colour, and the length that I have is 20 to 22 inches. So I'll put all of the links in the information bar below. I also know that I'm going to get asked, because I did on my last extensions video, how much they weigh in grams. I actually don't know because it doesn't say on the website, but it's a lot of hair. Like, it's a lot of hair. I don't think I could physically fit more clips onto my head than are on there, so yeah, it's a lot of hair. So what I'm going to do first of all is just brush through my hair with this special loop brush. This is actually made so it doesn't damage the extension, so if you're not using extension you can use any brush, but these are available from the Head Candy website too. I'm just going to brush through my hair very gently, so I'm not really pulling at the extensions, but just making sure there's no tangles in there. I brushed my hair before I did this obviously as well, so hopefully there shouldn't be any problems. Okay, so now that's done, I'm actually going to section my hair. I'm going to start going across here, trying to get the extensions all together, and I'm just going to tie that up out of the way. I'm just going to split my hair into two sections and bring it over each shoulder like that. The first thing that we're going to do, and it's really important, is to heat protect your hair before you style your own hair or before you style hair extensions. It's really important to protect it against damage from your straighteners or curlers or blow dry or whatever. So I'm just going to spray these two sections here on the front and the back, so they've both got a good coating. The heat defense spray I'm actually using is from Andrew Collins, and this is available from Superdrug and Tesco's, I think, in the UK. Then I'm just going to comb through this with my fingers just to make sure again that there are no knots, and then I'm going to start curling. Now, the curling iron that I'm using is the same one that I used in the last video, but the curls are going to be a bit different because we're using a different technique today. And this is the Babyliss Pro Hairdressing F40A, and I got loads of questions last time as well about what size in millimeters this one was, whether it goes from a certain amount to a certain amount. Basically, I will just put a link to the exact same iron. Don't think they make it in black anymore, but they make it in red, and it's available from Argos in the UK, and I will put a link in the information bar below to where you can find it. We're just going to start by taking fairly small sections, about this much hair. What we want to do is put the one behind the hair there, and then we're just going to wind it round the barrel with our fingers. Try and keep the hair flat, like all aiming the same direction. If you see what I've done there, it's not going back on itself, it's just kept flat all the way around, and we're going to hold that for about 10 seconds because we want quite tight curls. Okay, so when that's done, you just want to let go of the top and you want to pull the wand out and then just catch the curl in your hand there. And what we're going to do whilst it's in the hand is just take a little bit of hairspray. The hairspray I'm using is Masterpiece by Bedhead, and I'm just going to spray a little bit onto that curl there whilst it's cooling down. And you want to wait a few seconds whilst that curl cools down, and then you want to let go of it, and you'll see from this we have a perfect spiral curl. Okay, so I'm going to continue doing this all the way around my hair. And this may take a while, because it does take a long time because you're curling each section individually, but we'll get there. Just want to catch the curl again. And then give it a little blast with the hairspray. And let it cool down in your hand for a few seconds. And let go. That one's a little bit bigger. Okay, so as you can see, it's starting to come together. I've got two sides here. The curls will drop a little bit by the end of this, so we're not going to end up looking like a China doll, quite. So I'm just going to take the rest of my hair down. As you can see, we've still got a long way to go. I have quite thick hair anyway, so plus hair extensions, it's a lot of hair. So basically we're going to do this in 3 sections. So now what you want to do is just halve the amount that you had before and just section off your hair again. And then I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I just did before. So what you want to do is just push the curls behind the back of your head there and have the straight bits in front. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just take this side of my hair again, spray it with heat protectant, and then I'm going to do the whole thing all over again, and I'll be right back to show you what it looks like. Okay, so that's the second layer done, and I'm going to take down the final section, and I'm just going to brush through that as well. This doesn't actually have any hair extensions in it, as you can tell. This is like my top layer of hair, so it's the shortest bit of hair that I've got. As you can see, I have like a little bit of a fringe, or bangs if you're in America, cut into my hair here. So I'm just going to show you how I style those for this hairstyle. I'm just going to spray them with heat protectant spray. And then the most important thing to do when you're doing this is to style the curl away from your face. That's very typically how Taylor has her hair. So I'm going to start with the fat end here, and I'm just going to wrap it round. And you don't want to start too high up because you want it to just kind of flick out from the face. And then let that go into your hand, and then give a little spray. Okay, so that is like the most important curl of the hairstyle in my opinion. Now that that's done, I'm just going to do these final sections and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have finished curling. Now the best thing to do is just to look through the ends of the hair and look for any little straight bits, like I can see that bit there. You want the ends to be really curly as well, like kind of corkscrew-like. And often if you're using a curler like this when you have really long hair, the end bit doesn't quite go as curly because you spend so long wrapping it around that it doesn't get enough time on the heat. So if there's any bits that are lacking a bit of curl, you just want to go over them like that and just make sure that they are nice and curly. This hairstyle actually takes a long time, but it is really cool to do for maybe a special event or a party or something, but it does take probably 40 minutes to do in total. If you're doing less neat waves, it's a lot quicker with this conical iron, but if you're doing full-on curls like this, it does take quite a lot of time. I'm just going to spray in some Bedhead Foxy Curls High Def Curl Spray just to define the curls a little bit, and because it smells amazing. It kind of smells like sweets, like refreshers, if you guys like refreshers. That's just kind of smooth them a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is take a little bit more Bedhead stuff, the Dumb Blonde smoothing stuff, which is in the coolest packaging ever. And if you used to have Cowpole when you were a kid, this smells like Cowpole, which is the coolest thing ever because, well, being sick when you're a kid isn't, but Cowpole just tastes so good. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this, just and rub it like quite well into my hand so you don't have like any lumps of it on your hand or anything, and then just smooth it through the ends of the curls so I just don't have any like flyaway or frizzy bits through there. And then just run your fingers through it a little bit, very gently, just to separate those curls. Okay, so that is it for my Taylor Swift hair tutorial. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I absolutely love having curly hair. It just makes me feel really girly and kind of excited for some reason. I hope you guys all enjoyed watching it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.